There's so much to understand about this attack. We're lucky tonight to be joined by Dr. Robert A. Sanders, Distinguished Lecturer of National Security, University of New Haven, former Director of the Department of Defense. Dr. Sanders, thank you so much. We're really grateful to have your voice on a night like tonight.
I'm glad to be with you.
I think we're just trying to understand, Dr. Sanders, the nature of the attack. President Biden has said he wanted to retaliate without escalating. There's an understanding these were Iranian proxy forces, so there was an attack directly into Iran. But when you see the nature of this attack, how did the Biden administration and the Pentagon calibrate around this, and how do you see it moving forward?
So there's a couple of aspects to this. One is scalability. We want to be able to go up in terms of how we retaliate and go down when necessary, and to go wide. In this case, it's to go wide, and the wide is to cause harm to Iranian proxies so that Iran feels the pain of the proxies' demise, defeat, destruction, etc. Without ourselves become violators of international law when we exercise our legitimate activities under Article 51 of the UN Charter, which is self-defense. Self-defense against Iran would have to be if we knew Iran was actually involved, as opposed to being the armor and the trainer of the proxies in Syria and Iraq.
So I think when people hear about these strikes, and there's been versions of these strikes happening previously, because we've seen, for instance, these Houthi rebels, Iran-backed proxy forces attacking in the Red Sea, attacking commercial ships. We've been talking about that here. And so just talk about how this, to you, feels like a different sort of retaliation, because in this case, there were retaliation for 3 U.S. deaths.
Right. And so largely what has happened in the Red Sea, because 90% of goods and services move across the world on the water, the U.S. Navy is heavily involved there. But on land, it's a different story. And one of the different pieces about this is we've been attacking Houthi launching systems and supply depots. This was beyond that. We went after command and control nodes. We went after supply depots and launching sites and support elements, and elements that were tied closely to the Iranian IRGC Quds Force. The Quds Force is essentially the intermediary between Iran and the proxy militias that we target today. We target some of the Quds Force as well. So that's a step up.
It's interesting. The IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. I want to thank you so much. There's so much more to ask, but this gives us a good sense of where we are, and we're all hoping that if there is any kind of more attacks, that it doesn't become something much bigger. Dr. Sanders, if it does, in any event, we'd love to speak with you again. Thank you for being with us tonight on Spectrum News 1.
We got to do it. Take care.
Thank you so much.